We've been sold a lie for decades. To be successful, you have to be positive. Kill your ego, suppress your anger, ignore your envy. But what if that's exactly what's keeping you trapped? While you're busy trying to be good, the parts of yourself you rejected are running your life from the shadows. That procrastination, not laziness. That flash of anger, not a flaw. It's a signal. Carl Jung called this the shadow. Every trait you've buried, every emotion you've silenced, is still running your life until you face it. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Today, we stop running. We are not here to be better. We are here to be whole. In 1912, Carl Jung introduced one of the most important and most ignored concepts in psychology. He called it the shadow, the unconscious part of yourself, everything society taught you to hide. Your anger, your envy, your ego, your obsession, buried, but never gone. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. 90% of what drives your decisions, you cannot consciously see. Everything you've locked away, every emotion you learned was wrong, is still in there, waiting. Your shadow doesn't disappear when you ignore it. It just drives from the back seat. Research shows your unconscious mind drives 95% of your behavior. The shadow is not a side character. It is the director. Every time you self-sabotage, overreact, or chase the wrong goal, that's not failure. That's your shadow, unintegrated. What you resist persists. The more energy you spend suppressing the shadow, the stronger it becomes. But here is what no one tells you. The shadow is not just darkness. Jung called it the golden shadow. Your most suppressed traits carry your greatest power. Every world-class athlete, founder, and creator you admire, they did not eliminate their shadow. They weaponized it. You were never broken. You were just performing, and the performance was exhausting. Shadow work is not about destroying the dark side. It is about integration, making the unconscious conscious. So, how do you actually do it? How do you take the darkest parts of yourself and turn them into your greatest advantage? This is the hybrid method. Step 1 of the hybrid method. Envy becomes data. When you see someone else's success and feel that tightening, that is not a flaw. That is a map. Ask, what specifically triggered that reaction? That answer is your ambition, speaking in code. Your anger is not toxic. It is telling you precisely where your values are being violated. Channel that anger. Use it to draw the line. Set the boundary. Say the no you've been swallowing for months. Jealousy is not weakness. It is clarity. It reveals exactly what you have not yet given yourself permission to pursue. Even procrastination is shadow data. You are not lazy. Your shadow is protecting you from the risk of being truly seen. Fear, envy, anger, jealousy, obsession, every single one of them. Data, every single one of them. Fuel. The integrated achiever does not live in the light or the dark. They carry both. And that is what makes them formidable. The tool is deceptively simple. A journal. But the questions you ask in it will change everything. When you integrate your shadow, you do not silence it. You give it a productive role. And your output doubles. The most elite performers in every field share one secret. They did not kill their shadow. They hired it. Your darkness is your data. Shadow work is alchemy, and the raw material is everything you've been ashamed of. You do not need to be afraid of your own depth. The people who have walked through their darkness are the ones who move through the world with a different kind of gravity. This is what integration looks like in practice. Not louder, not angrier, just complete, unafraid, whole. Your ego is not your enemy. It's your unintegrated ambition. Look at yourself, all of yourself, and decide none of this is a mistake. Diamonds are made from carbon, under pressure, in darkness. So are you. This is what wholeness looks like. Ready? Here's how you begin. Now we get practical. The Shadow Journal. 3 questions. Do these tonight. Question 1. What trait in others makes you the most judgmental? Write it down. Do not censor it. That judgment is your mirror. Jung called this projection. We cannot see in others what we have not first buried in ourselves. Question 2. What emotion do you work the hardest to avoid feeling? Write it without judgment. That avoidance is costing you energy that belongs to your work. Question 3. What do you secretly want but are afraid to admit, even to yourself? That answer is the beginning. The method is this. Name the trait without shame. Ask, where has this actually served me? Then assign a deliberate, productive role. The page can hold what you couldn't. Write it all. The raw, the more honest, the more powerful the insight. Most people will watch this, nod, and do nothing. The ones who open that journal tonight, their life will look different in 90 days. Not a different person. A complete one. That is the only upgrade that actually sticks. Tonight, open a journal. Answer the 3 questions. Do not be polite about your answers. The shadow has been waiting for you to look. The goal was never perfection. The goal was never to eliminate the darkness. The goal was wholeness. Wholeness, not perfection. That is the goal of every high achiever who truly wants to go the distance. The shadow is not your enemy. It never was. It is the part of you that has been waiting patiently, powerfully, for you to finally come home to yourself. If this challenged you, share it with one person who is ready to hear it, and subscribe